Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me, or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. The Christiana Mall was built on 97 acres. The parcel was located 6 miles southwest of downtown Wilmington. Formed out of 4 family farms, the mall site was adjacent to Interstate 95 and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Highway, which had opened to traffic in November of 1963. The first operational store, a 2-level, 214,000 square foot Strawbridge enclosure, was dedicated on September 14, 1978. An official grand opening was held for the mall on October 16th, when inline stores in the north section of the complex opened up. A 2-level, 217,000 square foot Bamberger's opened for business on August 30th, 1979. This store's dedication was accompanied by the grand openings of inline tenants in the south section of the complex. The third anchor of the original Christiana Mall was a 2-level, 150,000 square foot JCPenney, which made its debut on May 7, 1980. By this time, the full complement of 90 stores and services was in operation, with the shopping hub encompassing approximately 824,000 leasable square feet. The Christiana Mall stores would include McMahon's Books, Orange Julius, Wicks and Sticks, Size 579 Shop, KB Toys, Foley Jewelers, Lane Bryant, Anderson Little, Radio Shack, and Casual Corner. The General Cinema Corporation, Christiana Mall Cinema 1, 2, and 3, showed its first features on October 26, 1979. A third auditorium had been completed, but was not usable due to soundproofing issues with a neighboring restaurant and nightclub. The restaurant eventually closed, with its space being reconfigured as 4th and 5th cinematic auditoriums. The newly expanded Christiana Mall 1 through 5 opened on October 21, 1982. In 1986, Bamberger's had been the mall's first anchor store conversion. It closed, and it was rebranded and reopened as Macy's on October 5, 1986. In November of 1988, a prospective expansion of the Christiana Mall was announced, comprising of 250,000 square feet and 28 inline stores. The addition was built on the east side of the existing structure. It would be anchored by a 2-level, 181,000 square foot John Wanamaker department store. The project included a facelift of the existing shopping center and installation of a 13-bay food court. The addition was dedicated along with the new Wanamakers on August 14, 1991. The gross leasable area of the Christiana Mall had been expanded to 1,074,000 square feet, with a retail roster now listing 130 stores and services. Wanamakers underwent the second anchor alteration when it was converted to an Arlington, Virginia-based Hex on September 3, 1995, but this nameplate was short-lived. It was closed and replaced with a Lord & Taylor trademark in middle of 1997. The Strawbridge enclosure store on the north end of the mall closed on March 23, 2006. Ownership announced a $125 million renovation of the Christiana property in October of 2007. On June 26, 2006, Lord & Taylor was permanently closed. A proposal to reopen the vacant Lord & Taylor as the Epicenter Collection came to light in midnight 2008, promoted as a new style showcase of over 60 internet-based catalog retailers. It was to operate in a real-time, traditional store format. The proposal was eventually abandoned, and the store structure sold to the Target Corporation in December of 2008. Demolition and construction work got underway in January of 2009. The existing mall was given new floors, lighting, and soft seating areas. The original food court and cinema were demolished and replaced with a 14-bay food court and an open-air East Lifestyle Plaza. Barnes & Noble opened there on November 18, 2009, with Forever 21 joining the tenant list on December 26. Cheesecake Factory opened on March 18, 2010, and a West Lifestyle Plaza was added to the opposite side of the mall. California Pizza Kitchen made its debut on July 27th, followed by Brio Tuscan Grill on November 18, 2010. A one-level, 145,000 square foot Target held its grand opening on October 10th, 2010. A two-level, 138,000 square foot Nordstrom's was added in place of the old Strawbridges, along with a new section of inline stores. Nordstrom's opened for business on April 8, 2011. With these modifications, Christiana Mall encompassed 1.2 million leasable square feet with a retail roster of over 160 stores and services. The Christiana Mall is a popular destination for shoppers in the Delaware Valley area, centered around Philadelphia, while also attracting visitors from the New York, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. areas looking for tax-free shopping. The mall attracts over 20 million visitors annually. Christiana Mall is one of the top-producing malls in the United States. The Apple Store at the Christiana Mall claims to sell more iPhones than any other location in the chain. The Christiana Mall also has been appraised value of over $1 billion.
Shopping mall. Tonight, police are trying to piece together exactly what happened. This all started in the parking lot of the Christiana Mall around 4:30 this afternoon. Our Marcus Espinoza is live in Newark, Delaware for us tonight. Marcus, what's the latest?
Hey Chris, the latest is about a half an hour ago, the crime scene behind me was cleared away. The car in question was also towed away, so all is quiet right now. But earlier in the day, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a shot rang out at this parking lot. Delaware State Police are investigating a shooting that went down around 4 p.m. in the parking lot of the Christiana Mall. Just feet away from where shoppers were entering and exiting the Target and mall, a car sat with 4 doors open. A person taken to the hospital after being shot.
On April 8, 2023, an unnamed 18-year-old was attacked by 3 suspects near the food court in the Christiana Mall. They began to beat up the victim, and 2 of the victim's friends began to fight back. One of the 3 suspects then pulled a handgun from his waistband, shooting the targeted victim, his 16-year-old friend, and another 18-year-old bystander. The targeted victim and his friend were injured critically, and 5 others were injured in the chaos following the attack. All 3 attackers escaped before authorities arrived. A manhunt initiated for the 3 suspects. There were no arrests until 11 days later when one of the 3 suspects, an unnamed 17-year-old, surrendered himself to the police. Shopping malls across the country are seeing stores leave at a record pace, and Christiana Mall was no exception. 2 of their upscale home goods stores, Williams Sonoma and Pottery Barn, closed their doors for good at the end of January of 2024. But some new big-name retailers already have stepped in to take their place. Covering 1.2 million square feet, Christiana Mall is anchored by Nordstrom, Macy's, JCPenney, and Target, with Barnes & Noble as a junior anchor. The mall features a wide range of stores, including the Apple Store, Lululemon, Urban Outfitters, and Kyle's, along with dining options like the Cheesecake Factory and Brio Tuscan Grill. Additional attractions include Cabela's and Cinemark theaters, located as the out parcels. Christiana Mall is one of the top performing malls in the U.S., benefiting from its tax-free shopping and drawing shoppers from nearby states. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over. Whoa. When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, thanks! So how many anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if your answer was 5, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.